It doesn't feel like it when it's tired, when it's uninspired, when things aren't going right. It doesn't need external validation because it already knows its worth. It doesn't seek permission to go after what it wants because it recognizes that waiting for approval is just another way to delay success. The strong version of you isn't afraid to dream big. It doesn't shrink itself to fit into someone else's expectations. It doesn't let past failures define future possibilities. It understands that every great achievement started with someone who refused to accept limits, someone who believed in themselves even when no one else did. It knows that fear is just a sign that something is worth doing, and instead of running from it, it leans into it, proving to itself over and over again that fear is no match for action. This version of you is already there, waiting for you to step into it. It's not something you have to find, it's something you have to choose. It's the part of you that doesn't give up, doesn't back down, and doesn't let life dictate the terms. It's the part of you that is ready right now to stop playing small and start becoming everything you were meant to be. Taking full responsibility for your life means understanding that everything you do, every choice you make, and every action you take is shaping your future. It means recognizing that where you are right now is a direct result of the decisions you have made. It's easy to blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck, but the truth is, the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the person in the mirror. The moment you accept that, everything changes. Most people go through life believing they are victims of their circumstances. They think life is unfair, that other people have it easier, that success is only for the lucky or the privileged. But the reality is, the most successful people in the world did not wait for perfect conditions. They did not sit around hoping someone would come along and make things happen for them. They took full control of their lives, made decisions, and took action, even when things were difficult. They understood that no one was going to save them, so they became their own hero. Taking responsibility means letting go of excuses. It means stopping the habit of blaming time, money, upbringing, or the opinions of others. There will always be obstacles, but obstacles do not define outcomes. Your response to them does. Some people use obstacles as reasons to quit, while others use them as fuel to push harder. The difference is mindset. The people who succeed in life are not necessarily the smartest, the most talented, or the ones with the best connection. They are the ones who refuse to give up, no matter what. When you take responsibility for your life, you stop waiting for the perfect moment. You stop waiting for inspiration. You stop waiting for things to get easier. You understand that progress happens when you take action, not when you sit back hoping for a miracle. You realize that if you are not happy with where you are, you have the power to change it. If your job is unfulfilling, find a way to learn new skills, build something of your own, or pursue a new path. If your health is suffering, take control of your habits, your diet, your exercise, and your mindset. If your relationships are struggling, take ownership of your actions, communicate better, and put in the effort to improve them. Everything in your life is within your control if you are willing to do the work. Taking responsibility also means owning your failures. It means acknowledging when you've made mistakes, when you've fallen short, when you haven't given your best effort. It means learning from those experiences instead of making excuses for them. Most people fear failure because they think it defines them. But failure is only final if you refuse to learn from it. Every mistake holds a lesson, every setback is an opportunity to grow, and every failure is just another step towards success. The strongest people in the world are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who fail, get back up, and keep going. People who take full responsibility for their lives don't complain about problems, they find solutions. They don't waste time wishing things were different, they make things different. They don't sit around waiting for someone to come and change their situation. They take action to change it themselves. They know that success is not given, it is earned. They know that every day is an opportunity to improve, to grow, to move forward, and they take that opportunity without hesitation. The power to change your life has always been in your hands. It always has been, and it always will be. There is no perfect time to start. Waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity, or the right circumstances is just another way to delay action. The idea that someday everything will align perfectly is an illusion that keeps people stuck in the same place for years. The truth is, if you keep waiting, you will keep watching as life passes you by. The most successful people in the world did not wait until they felt completely ready. They started before they were ready. They understood that action is what creates confidence, not the other way around. The idea of waiting comes from fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. People convince themselves that if they just wait a little longer, they will be more prepared, more knowledgeable, more skilled. But preparation without action is just procrastination. You don't need to know everything before you start. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to begin. The lessons you need to learn will come from experience, not from sitting on the sidelines thinking about what could go wrong. Every day that you put off taking action is a day that you could have used to get closer to your goals. Time does not slow down for anyone. Opportunities come and go, and if you hesitate too long, they disappear. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to take that first step. The mind gets comfortable with hesitation, and the more you delay, the easier it becomes to make excuses. One day turns into 1 week turns into 1 month, and before you know it, years have passed, and you are still in the same place, wondering why nothing has changed. Successful people do not let fear dictate their actions. They feel the same fear, the same doubts, the same hesitation as everyone else, but they move forward anyway. They understand that growth comes from stepping outside of their comfort zone. They know that failure is not something to be afraid of, it is something to embrace. Every mistake, every setback, every obstacle is a lesson that brings them closer to success. The only real failure is never trying at all. Action creates momentum. The first step is always the hardest, but once you take it, every step after that becomes easier. Progress builds confidence, and confidence fuels more action. People who take massive action are not the ones who wait for permission. They decide for themselves that now is the time. They don't spend months overanalyzing every possible outcome. They focus on what they can do right now. They understand that imperfect action is better than perfect inaction. Nobody starts as an expert. Nobody starts as the best in their field. Every successful person was once a beginner who had no idea what they were doing. The difference is they started anyway. They didn't let fear stop them. They didn't let doubt control them. They understood that they would figure things out along the way, that mistakes were just part of the process. Waiting for perfection is a losing game, because perfection does not exist. There will always be challenges, obstacles, and things you don't know. But the only way to overcome them is by getting in the game. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. If you want change, if you want success, if you want a different life, then the only thing left to do is take action. There is no magic moment. There is no perfect timing. There is only right now and what you choose to do with it. Once you decide to step up, the real challenge begins. It's not about making one big move and expecting everything to change overnight. It's about showing up every single day, putting in the work, and staying committed even when you don't feel like it. Success isn't built on one-time effort. It's built on consistency. The people who win in life are not the ones who do something great once and then stop. They are the ones who push forward no matter what, who keep going even when progress feels slow, who refuse to give up even when obstacles come their way. Motivation fades. There will be days when you don't feel like doing anything, when you question whether it's all worth it, when your mind tries to convince you to take it easy. That's when discipline has to take over. Discipline is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. It's the ability to keep moving forward even when you're tired, even when you're uninspired, even when nobody is watching. It's understanding that every action you take is either bringing you closer to your goals or pulling you further away from them. The journey to success is not smooth. There will be setbacks. There will be failures. There will be moments when it feels like nothing is working. Most people quit when things get tough because they expect success to be easy. They think if they don't see results right away, it means they're not capable. But that's not true. Progress takes time. Growth takes effort. The people who achieve great things are the ones who push through the hard times, who understand that setbacks are just part of the process, who use every failure as fuel to keep going. It's easy to be excited in the beginning when everything is new and fresh. The real test comes when the excitement wears off, when the grind sets in, when you have to do the same thing over and over without immediate rewards. That's where most people fall off. They look for shortcuts. They look for quick fixes. They chase the next shiny thing instead of staying focused. But success isn't about doing something for a few days or weeks. It's about doing it consistently over months and years. No matter how small, every step forward counts. Some days you'll make big moves, and some days it'll feel like you're barely making progress. But the key is to never stop. The more consistent you are, the more momentum you build, and momentum is what creates real change. One workout won't make you fit, but working out consistently will. One day of good habits won't change your life, but stacking those habits every day will. You have to keep showing up, you have to keep doing the work, the results will come, but only if you refuse to quit. There will be times when you feel stuck, when doubt creeps in, when the path ahead looks unclear, but if you keep pushing, if you keep believing, if you keep moving forward, no matter how slow, you will get there. The only way you lose is if you stop trying. So stay committed, stay focused, keep pushing forward even when it's hard. The version of you that you're trying to become is counting on the version of you today to not give up. Don't let yourself down, keep going, because your future depends on it.